Hello, my name is Leonel and I'm going to talk to you about 6 cultural facts about Greece. Power distance. What is power distance? Power distance is defined as the extent to which the less powerful members of institutions and organizations within a country expect and accept the power of distribute inequality. And talking about Greece, Greece have a puntuation of 60 points. This means that is kind of balanced because is more than 50 but is not higher than 70. That means that is almost balanced. Talking about this, like for example in companies, the boss takes the responsibility, all the responsibility. So one should never forget in mind that a Greek in other cultures, this is not always the same. Like for example, the boss can take all the responsibility, but he delivers some responsibility to other people. Other fact is the individualism. Greece have a punctuation of 35 points. This means that Greece is a collective society that is used to work in teams, in companies, in projects, etc. Then we have masculinity. This means the power and the influence that the men have in the society. So it is a balance almost because it's 57 points. This means women and men are almost the same in this society. Then we have uncertainty avoidance. This means that people don't accept easily other forms that they are not used to, like for example another societies. So Greece is always the same method and always talking about the same because it's 100% uncertainty avoidance. Then another fact is long-term orientation. This means the society has to maintain some links with its own past while deadlining with the challenge of present and future and society's priorities. These two uh, existing goal exist as a goal. For example, a long-term orientation means that have a punctuation of 51. So this means that Greece is not fight with the past, but is not also forget about the past. So this means they used to used to have a lot of gods and that stuff, but now today they some people also use these gods, and some people are not more don't use this. And then we have indulgence. Indulgence is where people try to control their desires and impulses based on the way they were raised. And here we have a punctuation of 50. So this means people is not so impulsive. So this means that in general this is a society that is balanced because in almost all the facts we saw, they have a punctuation between 40 and 60. So this means it's kind of balanced. The only uh, point that they are 100% is avoidance, uncertainty avoidance. And if we're talking about Mexico comparing to Greece, for example, power distance in Mexico is 81 points comparing to Greece that is 60 points. And individualism, they are almost the same because Greece is 35 and Mexico is 3 points. Masculinity is 69% in Mexico and 57 in Greece. In uncertain avoidance, Mexico is lower. We have 82 points and Greece have 100 points. Long-term orientation, Mexico has 24 points and Greece have 45 points. And in indulgence, Mexico has 97% and Greece have 50%. So if we say how Greece and Mexico will have a negotiation, we can say they can agree in some aspects like individualism. So they try to make a collective work. Masculinity, that means that all the high positions in a company are owned by a man. Uncertainty avoidance, Mexico maybe can take decisions without knowing 100% what it's about, but also they don't trust in everything because they have every 2 points, so they are not so easy to trust in everything. Then we have aspects that are similar, like for example, long term orientation. They, so this is really different. So what about if this is different in a negotiation? We shouldn't put these points on the table because negotiation may fail because they are not, how to say it, they are not things that we have in common with Greece. So maybe we can disagree and this will make a problem for a negotiation. So I think in a negotiation will be easy because the more important facts, cultural facts, we are almost the same. And in some that are not really important for a business, we are disagreeing. But I think working in a good team and with the good people, good team, good environment, we can make a great business. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.